So, ihr Lieben, moin moin zurück hier bei Genshin Impact. Wir werden jetzt in den nächsten Folgen mal ein etwas anderes kleines Projekt angehen, und zwar alle Nebenquests, beziehungsweise die ganzen Archonten-Quests, ne? Also hier die ganzen Dinger. Ich habe sie nämlich alle freigeschaltet, die würde ich gerne mit euch alle durchgehen. Und ja, und natürlich auch der Wiederaufbau des Jadegemaches kommt auch noch. Aber ich dachte mir, wir fangen jetzt erstmal hier mit den viel zu vielen Quests an. So, auf geht's. Ja, ich guck mal, wir machen jetzt glaube ich mal 2, 3 von denen und gehen dann über auf das Jadegemach. Ja klar wird es hier Obstsaft geben, oder?
How rude, especially since we're here to help.
Ja, gib's dem Paimon.
Oh, yes. You're the acting Grandmaster's new hotshot helper, aren't you?
Eigentlich, ja.
That's one way of putting it, but...
Great. Tell Jean I need my quarterly tax return forms then.
Okay.
It's time to get Elzer on to doing the accounts again. I must say, though, the tax rate on alcohol in Mondstadts is pretty steep.
Dafür brauchst du wirklich Jean?
Acting Grandmaster Jean personally goes over all the accounts.
Okay, auch Schatzmeisterin vermutlich.
After all, the wine industry is Mondstadts' main source of income. Jean takes great pains to make sure no detail is overlooked.
Da hat er wohl recht.
Paimon never knew that. Jean's job is even harder than it seems.
Hast du gedacht, das ist die stellvertretende Großmeisterin des Ordens?
The acting Grandmaster's hard work indeed makes our lives a whole lot easier. We're certainly very lucky, but to put it bluntly, we just take it for granted that that's the norm now.
Ja, immerhin einer, der mal was macht hier, hä?
Wow. How do you sleep at night knowing how much pressure you put Jean under?
When you put it like that, I do feel quite ashamed. I suppose I should give her one on the house next time she's here.
Nur ein?
Although, I doubt the acting Grandmaster even has the time to spare for that.
Sounds like a poor excuse to deny Jean a free drink. Come on, let's go and see Jean.
Können wir machen. Dann huschen wir mal da hinten hoch. Ich natürlich hier Folgen anfangen, irgendein Kloß am Hals. Ey, zum Kötzen. Na dann, gucken wir mal hier unten, ne?
Hey, you two!
Wir?
Margaret? What are you doing here?
My cat's gone missing. Have you seen it?
Nein. Meinst du Diona?
No, not her. I imagine Diona's probably still in a tavern.
Okay.
I mean, little
Muss es sein.
Princey. Prince was just home, now he's gone.
Oh, schrecklich.
Did you seriously think Diona was a house cat?
Natürlich.
This is a bit worrying. What if Prince can't find his way home?
Wir würden zwar gern helfen, aber hier, ey,
But we're on our way to an urgent meeting with Jean. Sorry.
You're on the way to see Jean? What a coincidence.
Mhm.
Paimon thought you were looking for a cat.
Yes, I wanted to see if Jean could help look for my cat.
Seriously? You want Jean to help
Der
look
ist
for your
echt heftig,
cat?
ey. Die wird voll ausgenutzt, ne?
What's wrong with that? Jean's a really nice person.
Und was ist das denn für ein Grund? Ganz ehrlich, nutzen die ganzen, alle nutzen hier die arme Jean aus.
Please mention it to Jean from me. I'll treat you to a brew at Cat's Tail later.
Mhm. Wahnsinn.
Hey! Hey!
Die schon weg. Keine Chance bei mir.
Guess the case of Prince the Missing Cat is now added to the agenda for our meeting with Jean.
Bleibt hier nichts anderes übrig, ne? Also. Wir gucken hier drin erstmal. Aber echt heftig, ey. Jean? Jean.
Schubert can be quite touchy, so it may not be easy to get along with him at first. But as long as matters remain calm, then you should be able to come to friendly terms with him.
Das war's jetzt, oder was? Ja, die Quest ist weg. Mit anderweitig. Schatten der Vergangenheit. Okay, ich habe verstanden. Und genau das meine ich. Jetzt müssen wir nämlich verschiedene Quests machen, weil die anderen aufheben. So, daher können wir Ferien für den Großmeister nicht machen. Also machen wir jetzt mal Schatten der Vergangenheit weiter. Wie gesagt, es wird so ein bisschen ein Misch, die nächsten ein paar Folgen, aber ja, ist ja halt eben jetzt so, ne? Wieder da drüben. Na dann. Ja, doch, das ist oben, da huschen wir hier entlang. Da nehmen wir auch noch immer der Windfluch, die Windflucht. So rum, Entschuldigung. Das war auch schon komplett abgeschlossen bei uns. Da hier bei mir. Wir sind eigentlich aktuell auf dem Weg. Hey du, wer bist du?
Huh? Who are you?
Eine Frage, eine Gegenfrage auf eine Frage.
Hello, we're here too.
Hello?
Alter, gibt's ein Problem oder was?
What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong?
Außer dein Gesicht
And I
wohl
suppose
nix.
you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner?
Alter, wer bist denn du für ein Opfer?
Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do.
Alter, du kackst genauso braune Scheiße wie wir auch.
Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping.
Probier's doch, komm her.
Look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation.
Kein Wunder, dass die Aristokratie sich nicht gehalten hat.
What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility?
Ja,
I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor.
aber so wirst du es bestimmt nicht schaffen.
Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth.
Alter, ich habe noch nichts gesagt. Was willst du gerade
Save
von
your
mir?
words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you.
Oh.
Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
Ja, ciao. Prächtiges Genick.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
So, jetzt darf ich mit ihr sprechen. Okay. Alter, was ist das denn für ein Widerling, hä? Hammerhart.
Tja,
Ja, kein Wunder. Also, jetzt mal ganz ehrlich. Och,
Well,
Ember.
if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Ja, siehst du mal.
Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Ja, aber auch nur so ein
Master
Aristokratenarsch.
Dean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
Aber hier, es war nicht unsere Schuld. Der Typ ist einfach nur
No
behindert.
need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched.
Was?
You just have to keep at it and never give up.
So etwas Nettes kann nur Ember sagen.
Why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence.
Anzufreunden. Pff.
But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
Du hast ihn also auch schon getroffen?
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
Ja, interessiert mich ja nicht. Ganz ehrlich, Spasti.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
Ich glaube nicht.
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore.
Ja, eben, genau, richtig.
However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company.
Okay, Jean hatte gesagt, für den Lawrence-Clan ist der Ritterorden ein Feind. Mitglieder des Lawrence-Clans können dem Orden beitreten? Darf das überhaupt? Aber die sind doch eigentlich viel zu etipetete. Also ganz ehrlich, was sollte einer vom Lawrence-Clan sich dem Pöbelorden anschließen?
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task?
Weil die wahrscheinlich auch
Couldn't she just
beschäftigt
ask
ist.
Eula?
Paimon. Vierte Kompanieleiterin, ne?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her.
Verstehe gar nicht warum.
In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family.
Ja, dazu gehört aber auch viel Mut, ne?
She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Okay.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Alles klar, dann mach das. Viel Erfolg dir, Amber.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan?
Und wir lassen sie gerade noch ausreden.
Well,
Kommt noch was? Nee? Darf ich jetzt? Okay. Da oben finden wir also Eulas irgendwo. Gut, dann gucken wir doch mal. Eulas, auch eine sehr coole Charakterin, die ich leider nicht gekriegt habe. Ärgere ich mich immer noch. Main Damage Dealer mit Großschwert, einfach geil. Hätte ich leider gebrauchen können. Was seid ihr denn für Mongos?
Animal Test 6308. The Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk.
Der hier zuerst weg, danach nehmen wir dich hier raus.
Stand clear.
Halt die Fresse.
Out of the frying pan.
Schon blöd, wenn der Feuersturm in den Nacken kommt, ne? Oh, hi, du da. Was bist du für einer? Keine Ahnung. Euler, geile Aktion. Dankeschön für die Hilfe.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
Hier, beruhig dich mal, ruhig.
What?
Warte, du willst dich rächen?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Ah, hier, ich bin Kämpfe mit dem Fatui gewöhnt, ne? Deswegen.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadts. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Okay, sie ist auch cool.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Du bist doch nicht etwa Euler?
Yes, that's me.
Cool, hi.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
Anders als andere aus dem Orden. Das stimmt, Paimon, das stimmt.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
Tja, ja. Der Wind hat's mir
This is the
geflüstert.
honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right.
Mein Beileid.
But why do you mean to investigate him?
Hey, er scheint mit dem Fatui in Verbindung zu stehen, irgendwie, ne?
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Bist du nicht auch neugierig, Euler? Hm?
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Ja, aber mein Gott, man muss hier trotzdem danach gehen.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Hier hätte ich ein kleines Problem, oder?
Didn't you see him first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you.
Jetzt macht dir das interessante Spaß? Warum siehst du so glücklich aus?
I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
Ja.
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
Du hast doch etwas gegen uns? Du willst dich nicht noch immer... Was? Du willst dich doch nicht noch immer rächen, oder?
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grand Master's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Mhm. Das ist wohl wahr. Okay, prügeln können wir uns später. Hast du vollkommen recht.
This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ach ja. Okay, das war scheinbar Sprach- und Erscheinungsbild. Nee, doch, da geht's dann weiter. Okay. Ich würde sagen, wir ziehen das jetzt einfach mal durch, ne? Ich bleibe jetzt einfach mal auf der Quest, auch wenn der Name sich jetzt geändert hat. Und jetzt lernen wir mal von der guten Eula Sprache und Erscheinungsbild.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Oh Gott, jetzt kommt's.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
Genau. Du hattest doch nicht nur darauf, dich an uns zu rechnen, oder?
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
Ich glaube, wir werden die noch
I
sehen.
already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well,
Hoffentlich.
if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
Sie hat sich wirklich heiß aufgeschrieben. Scheiße.
But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment.
Ja, die darfst du da machen. Da halten wir uns dann zurück, bevor wir weiter auf deine Liste steigen. Ja, den meisten mittlerweile schon.
Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing.
Okay.
Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Ja, das haben wir schon festgestellt.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation.
Mhm.
Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Richtig, Euler. Das ist ganz komisch, wenn man sowas sagt.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
Mhm. Ui.
As the morning dew does what now?
Ja, eben Paimon.
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Das hört sich aber sehr umständlich an, nur um einen Freund zu grüßen, oder?
Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
Okay.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close.
Oh, okay, cool.
It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
Das braucht man doch normalerweise gar nicht.
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Das ist eine leichte Konversation, jetzt kommt's.
Wait. This is all too abstract.
Ja.
Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Oh ja, jetzt kommt's. Ah?
Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Machen wir so. Dann suchen wir uns mal ein paar Leute, die wir quälen, mit denen wir uns unterhalten können. Norman, du bist unser erstes Opfer.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
Ich glaube auch, Norman. Es tut mir leid.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Ui.
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange?
Ja, leider, Norman. Ich
The
sag, es
days of
tut
the
mir
Lawrence
leid.
clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
Sie soll mir nur ein Unterrichtsbeispiel zeigen. Es tut mir leid, Norman.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan.
Ja.
And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Naja, ich würde mich nicht vielleicht mit ihr anlegen, aber...
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Oh je, die armen Dorfbewohner hier. Wen trifft's jetzt? Leno, hallo. Es tut mir leid,
You
Leno.
there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with up... Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Das ist aber schnell eskaliert, ne? Ich glaube, wir sollten es lieber lassen.
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Genau. Richtig auch an Leno von mir aus. Wen haben wir jetzt noch? Oh je, der nächste arme Tropf. Randall, Entschuldigung.
You there, lowly worker.
Leidendes Volk?
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it.
Ja. Wahrscheinlich. Ich weiß nicht, was da damals vorgefallen ist, aber ja.
Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, Here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
Mhm.
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
Damit ist die Sache wohl beendet. Jeder sollte erstmal einen Schritt zurück machen, glaube ich, hier.
I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious.
Ja, ich verstehe deine Einstellung. Definitiv. Aber ich glaube nicht, dass Euler die Böse ist.
Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go.
Ja, ich glaube, es ist besser, Euler. Sorry, Randalf. Ja.
It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop.
Ich glaube auch, Euler.
Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
Hätten wir uns ja vielleicht auch vorher mal ein bisschen informieren können, aber es war ja auch irgendwie klar, weil der Typ schon so ein arrogantes Stück Scheiße, ja.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time.
Dass du darüber noch lachen kannst, ich habe fast ein bisschen Mitleid mit dir.
Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
Okay,
so
wenn du das
this is the way
sagst.
things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
Ja, durchaus. Dafür haben wir ja diesen komischen Onkelarsch.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden.
Hier bei dir.
At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Also wusstest du von Anfang an, dass sowas passieren würde?
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do.
Okay, machen wir
But
so.
unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now.
Richtig.
Right?
Beachte die Menschheit und die Leute dir gegenüber. Stell sie auf die unterste Stufe, am besten noch in den Dreck legen, nicht mal stellen. Und dann sind wir auf einer Ebene mit deinem Onkel. Ja, irgendwie schon, ne?
We'll just have to roll with it for now.
Richtig.
Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Drachengrad. Okay. Dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir doch mal hoch zum Drachengrad.